Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. Well, hey friends, Jennifer here. This is podcast episode number 310. And I want to talk about just some backwards thinking about the fear of being successful. Okay. So recently we had my mastermind open, my next level mastermind. We were taking in applications for women who were, trying to get to their first 6 figures in business and then scale after that to multiple 7 figures or multiple 6 figures. Well, multiple 7 figures too, like, come on. Right. And so I was talking back and forth with a lot of people who were on the fence about joining or had questions about joining or what have you. And it was super interesting to me to get to really kind of dive into the thinking and the logic and the brain of some of the people who were considering joining the mastermind. And so there was one precious woman who I was having a conversation with this morning. We were talking over Instagram DMs, which I love to talk over Instagram DMs because I'm lazy and I can push the button and it just records my voice and then I don't have to type everything out. Okay. So anyway, she was telling me how she was on the verge of signing up, but she was scared because, I can't remember. I think she just maybe just left it in empty or not empty-handed, open-ended, but she's just nervous, something like that. So then I come back and I said, okay, tell me specifically, what are you scared of? To which she responded specifically that she has got a fear about being successful. I guess I'm scared of being successful was exactly what she said. I guess I'm scared of being successful. And to which I came back and I said, you realize how ridiculous that sounds, right? And that's what I want this podcast episode to be about today. You realize how ridiculous that sounds, right? Now, listen, I'm throwing zero shade to her, but I want to show you how ridiculous that thinking is and how actually you're not scared of being successful. Here's what I said back to her. Logically, it makes no sense to be scared of being successful because what you could say is that the opposite of being successful is being unsuccessful. The opposite of having money is having no money. The opposite of having impact is having no impact. The opposite of being able to have freedom is to be stuck, right? So logically, for any logical person's brain, if you think about it logically, why would somebody fear success, right? Because it's really backwards thinking. It's flawed logic. It doesn't even make any sense. The more successful you are, the more opportunities you should have. The more successful you are, the more income you should bring in. The more income, the more you get to tithe, the more you get to give, the more you get to do all of those things. Okay. So here's what I said to her. We're going to keep this really short today. And here's what I want to say to you. If you are someone who is trying to tell yourself that you are scared of being successful, I want you to stop. It's such a ridiculous excuse. Here is what the rub actually is. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? You're not actually scared of being successful. What it actually is that you are actually scared of becoming whatever you have made success equal in your mind. Okay. Let me give you an example. If you have seen people become successful and turn into just raging lunatics, jerks, they treat people awful, etc. Well, of course you don't want to become that. So if for you successful equals being a jerk, no wonder you're scared of being successful because you're actually just scared of being a jerk. You're not scared of being successful. If you have seen possibly family members or something come into a lot of money, they've suddenly been very successful financially, only then to turn around and lose it all and to declare bankruptcy and things. Success for you may be in your mind equaling that to, okay, success means get ready to lose it all. And so no wonder you're shying away from success because in your brain, you've made success equal the potential for deep, deep loss and harm and hurt. Right? If you have seen people become successful and then get completely taken advantage of by the people around them. Well, of course you don't want success, because in your mind, being successful equals becoming a doormat. Does it make kind of sense what I'm saying here? Are you guys kind of following what I'm saying? If you are a woman, which is 95% of my listening audience, who is in business and you're very forward facing, and you watch other very forward facing females who have marriages that go sideways, marriages that end when they become super successful, if you've been watching that, you're not afraid of being successful. You're afraid that success could equal losing a marriage, a relationship, what have you. Listen, if you have been telling yourself that you are afraid of success, I encourage you to take that one step deeper. What does success actually mean to you? How are you defining success? What does that actually look like? Because you're not actually afraid of the success. Because there would be zero people on the planet. They're like, no, I just don't want any more money. No, I just don't want any more impact. No, thank you. I'd rather affect nobody positively. Like nobody does that. No, thank you to doubling my income, tripling my income. I don't want 6 figures a year, Jen. Nope, I don't want it. I'd rather struggle so that I can give away 0. I'd rather make 0 so I can give nothing out of 0. Like nobody does that, right? You're not afraid of success. You're afraid of whatever you have made success equal in your mind. If you've made success equal, get ready to lose your whole family. Get ready to have everybody coming out of the bushes and want something from you. Get ready to lose it all. The rug's going to be pulled out from under you. Get ready to lose your marriage. Get ready to have your kids go sideways. Like if that is what you have made success equal in your mind, it's no wonder that you're afraid to be successful. But it's not actually the fear of being successful. It's the fear of becoming whatever you have made success equal. Listen, we have got to quit with that spirit of hand wringing that, oh my gosh, I don't want to be too big. I don't want to be too successful. I don't want to be too anything. Listen, there are people dependent on your success. There are people that need for your business to grow and be successful because they have a job waiting with you that you won't have the income to pay them unless your business grows. There are family members that are never going to be able to be financially independent. They need for you to be successful so that you're able to come to their aid. There are people that have real life issues, you guys. There are children in real life orphanages. There are women stuck in real life sex trafficking that unless people are able to give, they can't get out of their bondage. So knock it off with the I'm so afraid of being successful. Bull crap. You're afraid of whatever you have made success equal in your mind. Figure that out. Look at it, examine it. Lord, is this actually how you want me to think about this? Is there any truth to this, Lord? Do I need to think about this in a different way? Lord, how can I reframe this so that I can see the truth about success and not continue feeding my own self some dumb lie that does not line up with the word of God? Oof. Lord, have mercy. My blood pressure just went up to about double what it should. I need you to reframe success in your mind. You can't look at it like it's going to be full of loss and horribleness and terribleness and all these things. Friends, I have had money, not had money, and had money again. And it is way more fun having money. And by the way, success doesn't just equal money. Okay. Success for a lot of people is freedom in their time too, not just freedom in their finances. Stop with that nonsense. You're scared of being successful. You haven't even put anything up for sale yet. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. Okay. All right. We're going to end it right here. Listen, my reframed life coaching, you can get on the wait list if you'd like. This is where we talk all month long about reframing how we think about things because it's this flawed logic. It's this backwards thinking that is keeping people stuck. You got to think about stuff differently. You're not afraid of being successful. You're afraid of what success will turn you into. If I can help shift somebody's mind around how they think, they can shift their business and they can shift their life. So go get on the wait list, reframedlifecoaching.com. I'll send you an email eventually when it's open. And if this podcast spoke to you today, share it with a friend. It's the nicest, kindest thing you could do for me. Share it with somebody who you know would enjoy it. Bless you, my friends. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Friend, thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.